mean, there's a girl I know
yes,
that's named Wei.
Yes. Thank you all for tuning in today to another episode. I'm your host. My name is Andrew Moore, and today we have a special guest with us. Her name is Sarah Al-Nuwishi, and she's going to be talking about K-pop.
Yeah.
So thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. So let's start right off with telling us about why K-pop has become such a phenomenon in the United States.
Yeah, for sure. So K-pop has, been on a steady upward turn of popularity in the United States recently. A lot of it, I think, it's a mix of different factors, but a lot of it has to do with social media. I think YouTube is the main way that people are learning about K-pop because that's where they find the music videos, and music videos are an extremely important component of K-pop. If you don't see the visuals, you're not getting really the full story at all. So YouTube, and then people are getting the YouTube clips and sharing them on Twitter and Facebook, and they're talking about it, and it's pretty exciting for them.
Now, is that the only way that these groups connect with their international fans, or are there other things that they do?
No, it's not the only way, actually. So social media is a very, very large component. But there are also like conventions that take place. There's an event called K-Con, in which a lot of different K-pop artists kind of join together. And they join with international fans in either New York, Los Angeles. I think they had one in Paris recently. And there's groups like BTS, which is one of the most popular groups now, that kind of go to those conventions and are able to connect with new fans every year. Really.
Now, that is very cool. I definitely want to go to that sometime.
Yeah, right? It's pretty cool.
Now, you mentioned BTS. That's obviously a K-pop band. But what does their name stand for?
So BTS stands for Beyond the Scene, which is kind of a play on behind the scenes. They're like a 7-member boy group. They're like these really personable guys that debuted in 2013. And they kind of had like this steady decline in popularity. And now I'd say they're the most K-pop group that's ever like been in terms of like the United States. Like they're really successful internationally, and they're slowly becoming like a household name, really. Yeah.
Very, very cool. Good for them.
Yeah, right.
So you said that they started in 2013. When did they sort of like take off?
I'd say they had a really, like I said before, they had a really steady decline. They had really big hits, like in 2015 they had a song called Dope that was really popular, and it went viral on YouTube. And they had another song in 2016 that was called Blood, Sweat, and Tears that also boosted their popularity like exponentially. And now they're just like steadily growing into this like big powerhouse group of, these really talented guys that people love. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Are they doing any collaborations or anything like that that's helping their career continue to take off?
Yeah, so actually the US media has been really interested in them recently.
Really?
Yeah. So they've been collaborating with a person named Steve Aoki and designer.
Yes,
Steve Aoki.
Very famous.
Yeah, and designer, and they remixed their song called Mic Drop. And that's become like a huge hit. It's gone like platinum, and they're really successful with that song. And like fans love it. The U.S. music industry loves it. I'm sure they're gonna be like pretty poppin' in the U.S. soon, even more than they are now. It's cool.
Well, that is amazing. Thank you so much, Sarah, for telling us all about K-pop, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you guys at home for tuning in to today's episode of the show. And we actually have a clip we're going to show you of BTS's music video for Fire right before we leave. Wow, wow, wow.